In today's video, we are going to discuss about another type of non-verbal reasoning question called the odd one out. If you haven't watched the other types of non-verbal reasoning questions, check out those as well. I will add those links in the description box below. In this type, we'll be looking into 3 examples, so let's get right into it. Number 1, this is your first example. For those who want to try on your own, please pause the video right here to work out on your own. Others, please continue watching. Alright, first let's understand the layout of the question. You have just the 5 options and you need to choose which option is the odd one out, which does not belong to the category. So as you can see, which is common in all these options? The circles that is inside the big shape, whether it is a square or a hexagon or triangle or whatever shape it is, you can find some circles inside. Alright. So when you see the circles, some are shaded in black and some are white color. But you can see the number of shaded white circles is more in some shapes, but it is less in some other shapes. So you need to find why it is. Alright. So let's look into this one, which is so easy. Here you have only one line. Alright. One straight line, but you can see only one white circle is here. Alright. Fine. Now, when you look into this C option, you have 2 straight lines here, which means you should have 2 white circles. Alright. This also goes with the category. Fine. Now, when you see the B, option B, here you have 3 straight lines. So, you should have 3 white circles, 1, 2 and 3. Alright. Now, let's move into option E. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, there are 4 straight lines, which means you should have 4 white circles, which is there. So I guess the option should be A, which is the odd one out. So let me check. So you have how many straight lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight lines are there. You should have 5 white circles, but it is not. You have just 2 circles. So which means the option is A. So A is the odd one out from the rest of the category. Let's move on to the next slide. Question number 2. So this is your question. So with the help of the first example, you can try on your own. Others, please continue watching. Alright. With the help of the first example, we can solve the second problem as well. Okay. So which one is the odd? So let's look at the B option here. Here, for me, this figure looks like kind of straight to my eyes. So if I look in this figure, this is a hexagon. The outer one is a hexagon, and inside you have a circle which is half shaded with stripes. All right. So near the half shaded one, you have the 2 ellipses. Okay, you have the 2 oval kind on the either sides, and from here to the second one on the right side, you have one more ellipse. Fine. So this should be the same in all the other 4 options, and we need to find which option is different. So as far I know, this figure is rotated in many counterclockwise or clockwise, and it is rotated accordingly, and it has become these options. So we need to find which doesn't fit in this. All right. So with the help of this figure, basic figure, let's find which rotation doesn't fit well. So let me move to C. Here, if I move to C, I can see the shaded one here. You need to look from this direction. So this is the straight direction. So here it is rotated like this to the left side. So you need to view from this direction in option C. So same way you can see the shaded side, and near to the shaded side you have 2 ellipses, and to the second from the shaded side, second to the right side, you have a ellipses here as well. All right. So these both are the same. Now let me move to option D. Alright, so here how you should view is that you should view from the top. Just imagine from the top. So here, as said, the shaded side is here, and near to that you have the two ellipses, and from that to the second to the left you have this ellipsis. So this also fits in the category. Fine. Let me move to option A. And how you should view is like this. All right. So when you view from this side, you can see the shaded side is here, and near the shaded you have the two ellipses, and then from that to the second you have one ellipsis. All right. So as far as I know, the A, B, C and D falls into the same category. So the only option that is left is option E. So let me check option E. So you have the shaded circle here, all right, and you have the two ellipses here. And what about, okay, before that, how you should view this is like this way. All right. So when you view from here, from the shaded side, you have the two ellipses. All right. And what about this ellipsis? This should be from here. It should be here from this ellipsis. So the actual ellipsis should be here, not here. All right. So the actual ellipsis should be second from this side to the right and not here. All right. So the odd one option is option E. This is the answer. All right. Let's move to the next question, question number 3. And this is your example. So with the help of the first two, you can try on your own. Others, please continue watching. All right. How we can solve this is take a close look at option A. All right. So you have the outer big hexagon. All right. And through the hexagon, you have this line, the middle line. All right. See, like this. All right. This middle line falls into this. And you have a square with the middle line that coincides with the hexagon. All right. So this should be the same in all the other options, and we need to find which option doesn't fit and which is the odd one out. All right. Let's move to option B. Here, as I said, you can view from this side. All right. So since this figure is rotated, so if you view from this side, the hexagon is like this, and here you can see the midline coincides with the midline here. All right. So this is in the category, it falls in the category as A. Now let's move on to option D. All right. So when you view from here, this side, if you look at option D, the midline falls in the same category as this. All right. Now let's move on to option E. So you need to look from this side. All right. So when you look from this side, here as well, the midline falls with the same midline here. All right. Now, as far as now, all the 4 options falls in the same category. So the option odd one should be C. So when I look at C, so here is the outer hexagon. So I can view only from this side. All right. Since the pointed end is here and here. All right. So if I view from this side, straight line should be like this through the midline here. So this is not the straight line. This is not the one. The red one is the correct. All right. So the odd one option is option C. Thanks for watching.